Goodbye, swelling. 8 collagen-rich vegetables you must eat for your legs and joints. Swollen legs, aching joints, fading muscle? Are these really just the signs of aging? I'm Dr. Michael, a physician and researcher with over 30 years of experience studying the science of aging here in the United States. And I can tell you this with confidence. What most seniors accept as normal aging is often nothing more than the silent effects of collagen loss. 9. For decades, I've treated older adults who believed their only option was medication, injections, or expensive supplements. But the truth is, your body already has the ability to repair itself, not through drugs, but through the right nutrients found in everyday foods. In today's video, I'll reveal 8 common vegetables with extraordinary collagen-boosting power. They're ranked from the least to the most powerful, and I strongly encourage you to stay with me until the very end, because number 2 and number 1 will truly surprise you. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you noticed your knees feeling puffy at the end of the day, or your ankles swelling after just a short walk? That kind of discomfort isn't always just aging. It's often the first signal that your collagen is breaking down faster than your body can rebuild it. And believe it or not, one of the simplest solutions might already be sitting in your refrigerator, overlooked and unused. Let's begin with number 8 on our list. A soft green squash with surprising healing potential. Zucchini. At first glance, it's just a simple green squash, the kind most of us ignore at the grocery store. But inside, zucchini holds something powerful: silica and vitamin C, 2 nutrients your body absolutely depends on to build collagen. Now let me explain why this matters. Silica is like the scaffolding inside your body. Imagine constructing a house without beams or steel rods. It would collapse in no time. That's exactly what happens to your connective tissue, skin, and joints when you don't have enough silica. Without it, collagen fibers weaken, your skin bruises easily, your joints stiffen, and swelling creeps in around the ankles and knees. Pair that with vitamin C, which acts like the spark that turns amino acids into strong collagen strands, and you've got a natural repair system hiding in a humble vegetable. I'll never forget one of my patients, a 72-year-old woman who came to me with chronic ankle swelling. She had tried compression socks, creams, even over-the-counter supplements, but nothing gave her lasting relief. Together, we adjusted her diet to include zucchini 2 to 3 times a week, raw in salads, roasted lightly with olive oil, and sometimes spiralized into pasta. Within just a few weeks, her swelling began to ease. By her 2-month follow-up, she told me she was sleeping better because her ankles no longer throbbed at night. For her, zucchini wasn't just food, it was medicine. The key is in how you prepare it. Don't boil it until it's mushy, and don't drown it in frying oil. High heat destroys the delicate silica and vitamin C before your body ever gets the chance to use them. Instead, slice zucchini thin and roast it at a gentle temperature with a drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of sea salt. Or better yet, eat it raw. Toss thin ribbons of zucchini into a salad with lemon juice and walnuts. That combination delivers enzymes, vitamin C, and healthy fats directly to the cells that need repair most. Zucchini is like the very first brick in your collagen foundation. But bricks alone can't build a strong house. You also need a system of pipes to deliver oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. And that's where the next vegetable comes in. The one that restores your internal plumbing and unleashes real strength. Number 7 on our list is beetroot. That deep red root vegetable many people either love or avoid because of its earthy flavor. But beneath that color lies something extraordinary. Beetroot naturally boosts nitric oxide in your body. So why does this matter? Nitric oxide acts as a messenger that tells your blood vessels to relax and widen. Picture it like turning a narrow, congested back road into a smooth, open highway. With those vessels opened up, oxygen, vitamins, and minerals can flow freely and reach the tissues that desperately need them. including the ones that produce collagen. For older adults, this is especially important. Circulation to the legs and feet naturally declines with age, leaving tissues starved of nutrients. That's why you may notice cold feet at night, tingling toes, or that heavy, dragging feeling in your calves. I once treated a 68-year-old patient who struggled with icy feet every single evening. She wore thick socks to bed, but nothing seemed to help. Together we introduced a simple habit: 1 small glass of beetroot juice every morning. After 6 weeks, she came back smiling. Her feet were warmer, her nightly tingling had faded, and she even said, "Doctor, I don't shuffle anymore. I walk with energy again." For her, beetroot wasn't just food, it was freedom. Now, the way you prepare it makes a huge difference. Overcooking destroys the compounds that matter most. And those pre-cooked beets you find soaking in vinegar? They've already lost much of their healing power. Instead, shred raw beetroot into a salad and pair it with oranges, lemons, or grapefruit. The vitamin C in citrus works hand in hand with beetroot, making its collagen-supporting compounds more bioavailable. If you prefer it cooked, roast the whole beet, skin on, at a low temperature until just tender. That keeps its antioxidants and protective pigments intact. Beetroot, in many ways, is your body's plumbing assistant. It keeps the nutrient highways wide open so collagen can actually reach the places it needs to rebuild. Beetroot opens the highways for nutrients. But highways mean nothing without building materials. And that's where the next vegetable steps in. A rich source of vitamin A, the bricklayer that rebuilds your skin and joints. Number 6 on our list is carrots, a vegetable so common that most people underestimate its true power. Bright orange and crisp, carrots are loaded with beta-carotene, a compound your body converts into vitamin A. And vitamin A is absolutely essential for collagen regeneration. Here's why. Vitamin A fuels specialized cells called fibroblasts. Think of fibroblasts as the construction workers of your body. Their job is to produce new collagen, repair connective tissue, and keep your skin and joints resilient. Without enough vitamin A, those workers start to shut down. The result? Thinning skin, brittle joints, slower muscle recovery, and a body that struggles to bounce back after everyday stress. I've seen this many times in my own practice. Patients proudly tell me, "Doctor, I eat carrots all the time." Dabur. But when I ask how, the answer is usually boiled carrots, microwaved until soft, or eaten raw without any fat. The problem? Beta-carotene is fat-soluble, which means your body can't absorb it properly without a source of healthy fat. So despite eating carrots daily, many of these patients were getting little to none of the benefits. Once we adjusted their preparation, lightly steaming carrots with olive oil and turmeric, or grating them raw into salads with a tahini dressing, the results were different. One gentleman in his 70s noticed the bruises on his shins faded faster. Another patient reported that her knees felt less stiff climbing stairs. Same carrots, but prepared the right way. The takeaway is simple. Don't strip carrots of their skin, don't overboil them, and always pair them with a healthy fat. Even just a teaspoon of olive oil or avocado oil can boost beta-carotene absorption by more than 600%. That's like turning a trickle of nutrition into a flood your body can actually use. Carrots help your body flip the switch on regeneration. But regeneration without protecting your blood vessels is like building a house on sand. And that's where the next vegetable comes in. One that strengthens the tiny pipes inside your skin and joints, keeping your collagen stable and your foundation strong. Number 5 on our list is red cabbage. That deep purple leafy vegetable you often see shredded into slaws. Most people don't realize it's one of the richest natural sources of anthocyanins, the powerful plant compounds that strengthen capillaries and reduce inflammation. Now, why does this matter for aging? As we grow older, the tiny blood vessels under our skin, those fragile capillaries, can start to weaken and break. That's why many seniors notice their skin bruises from the lightest bump, or that their skin feels thinner and more delicate than before. Weak capillaries don't just cause bruising, they also starve collagen-rich tissues of oxygen and nutrients, making skin sag and joints ache. This is where anthocyanins in red cabbage really shine. These antioxidants act like reinforcements for your blood vessels, protecting them from oxidative stress and keeping them flexible. In fact, one study published in Food and Function showed that older adults who ate red cabbage daily improved skin thickness and resilience by more than 30% in just 6 weeks. That means fewer bruises, firmer skin, and better circulation, simply from adding this overlooked vegetable to their meals. But red cabbage doesn't stop there. It's also surprisingly high in vitamin K, which acts like a traffic director for calcium. Instead of letting calcium pile up in your blood vessels, where it can harden arteries and block circulation, vitamin K helps send calcium into your bones, where it belongs. Stronger bones, healthier vessels, and more stable collagen, all from one vegetable. In my practice, I've seen patients who constantly complained of bruised shins and purple ankles. After adding raw red cabbage salads into their weekly meals, many came back saying their bruises healed faster, and they felt less heaviness in their legs. It's simple, affordable, and far more effective than most people realize. For best results, don't overcook it. Braising or boiling red cabbage until it turns mushy destroys the very compounds that make it powerful. Instead, slice it thin and enjoy it raw, paired with apple cider vinegar and a touch of honey. Not only does this preserve the anthocyanins, but the vinegar also helps your gut absorb nutrients more efficiently. When your blood vessels are reinforced, your collagen finally has a stable environment to thrive in. But strength isn't only about blood flow. Your legs also need muscular power. And the next vegetable, often hated by children, might just be the secret key to restoring that lost strength. Number 4 is Brussels sprouts, the tiny green cabbages that so many of us pushed aside as children. But here's the twist. These little vegetables may hold some of the most powerful tools for rebuilding strength as we age. Brussels sprouts are loaded with a form of vitamin C that remains stable even after light cooking. And vitamin C isn't just an immune booster. It's the raw material your body uses to weave collagen fibers together, keeping your joints cushioned and your skin firm. But what truly sets Brussels sprouts apart is a compound called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is fascinating because it works through something called epigenetics, the way lifestyle factors like food can switch genes on or off. In simple terms, sulforaphane tells your body's repair genes to wake up and start rebuilding what has been breaking down. That means stronger connective tissue, more resilient skin, and muscles that don't give out as quickly. I recall a patient in his late 60s who had trouble standing up from a chair without using his hands for support. We worked on his diet, adding more cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts. After several weeks, he reported back that he could rise more easily, and his legs didn't feel as shaky. It wasn't overnight, but consistent small changes gave him back a measure of independence. Now, the way you cook Brussels sprouts matters. Many people roast or pan-fry them until they turn dark and bitter, but that destroys their delicate enzymes and turns them into little nutrient bombs of the wrong kind. Instead, steam them lightly for just a few minutes, or cut them in half and roast them gently at a low temperature with olive oil and lemon juice. You can even shred them raw into a salad with apples and carrots for maximum benefit. When eaten regularly, 3 to 4 times a week, Brussels sprouts can help restore circulation, reduce puffiness around the ankles, and rebuild leg strength you thought was gone for good. Strength returns, yes, but strength alone isn't enough. Your body also needs flexibility. If your muscles feel stiff and your skin folds too quickly, the next green vegetable will surprise you. Number 3 is spinach, that soft leafy green you often find in salads or smoothies. Spinach may look simple, but it's one of the most underestimated vegetables for protecting collagen and keeping your legs flexible. Spinach is rich in magnesium, a mineral that works like a natural muscle relaxer. Many older adults who complain of nightly leg cramps or sudden calf tightness are actually low in magnesium. By replenishing it through foods like spinach, muscles stay relaxed, circulation improves, and painful spasms become less frequent. But magnesium is only part of the story. Spinach also provides folate, a B vitamin that plays a critical role in DNA repair. Every time your skin cells or connective tissue cells replicate, they need folate to copy DNA correctly. Without enough, the new cells are weaker, and collagen fibers lose their integrity. With consistent folate intake, your body can create stronger, healthier tissue, which translates into firmer skin and more resilient joints. Then there's lutein, a unique antioxidant found in spinach. Most people know lutein for eye health, but few realize it also slows the breakdown of collagen in connective tissue. That means less sagging, fewer wrinkles around the knees and thighs, and more mobility as you age. In my practice, I've seen patients who added spinach to their weekly meals notice changes within weeks. Less morning stiffness, smoother skin, and even fewer nighttime cramps. One woman told me her hands no longer clenched painfully when she woke up. All she did was blend spinach into her morning smoothie with banana and citrus. The best way to enjoy spinach is raw in salads or smoothies, or lightly steamed until just wilted. Avoid drowning it in heavy oils or overcooking it into mush, because that destroys many of its delicate antioxidants. A squeeze of lemon or a splash of apple cider vinegar can also boost mineral absorption, making every bite more effective. Spinach is like a soft suit of armor, shielding you from the steady march of degeneration. But if you want to flip the true switch of collagen regeneration, you'll need a rarer vegetable, one that almost looks like it came from another planet. Number 2 is Romanesco, a vegetable that looks almost alien with its bright green fractal spirals. Many people walk past it in the produce aisle without realizing just how powerful it can be. Romanesco belongs to the cruciferous family, like broccoli and cauliflower, but it's especially rich in compounds called glucosinolates. Glucosinolates are important because they help your liver detoxify harmful byproducts. When the liver becomes overloaded, something I see frequently in older adults dealing with fatty liver or multiple medications, it produces more inflammatory waste. Those waste products silently erode collagen in your joints, skin, and blood vessels, accelerating stiffness and swelling. By supporting the liver, Romanesco essentially protects your body's collagen from being broken down too quickly. I remember one patient in his early 70s who struggled with both joint pain and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. He had swelling in his knees and constant stiffness that made walking difficult. After we incorporated more cruciferous vegetables into his meals, Romanesco, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, along with anti-inflammatory spices, he returned a few months later reporting less knee pain and a surprising increase in his energy. Supporting his liver helped relieve the burden on his joints. Romanesco doesn't stop at detoxification. It's also packed with vitamin C, vitamin K, and zinc, all essential for repairing blood vessels and strengthening the microscopic scaffolding that keeps your skin firm and your legs light. In this way, Romanesco acts like an engineer, reinforcing structures quietly but effectively. The best way to prepare it is by steaming lightly or roasting at a low temperature to preserve its compounds. Pair it with turmeric and garlic, two natural anti-inflammatories that amplify its benefits. The turmeric reduces systemic inflammation, while the garlic helps improve circulation, ensuring nutrients are delivered where they're needed most. Many of my patients who add Romanesco a few times a week notice subtle but meaningful changes: less pressure in the knees, reduced swelling in the feet, and a steadier sense of balance. It works quietly, but the impact can be life-changing. Romanesco is the silent engineer of collagen, but it still isn't the king. Surprisingly, The most powerful collagen-boosting vegetable is one you've probably dismissed countless times as nothing more than a garnish on your plate. Number 1 is parsley. Yes, that tiny green garnish so many people brush off their plate. But fresh parsley is far from decoration. It may be the single most powerful collagen-regenerating vegetable you can add to your diet. Parsley is one of the richest sources of vitamin C in the entire plant kingdom. Gram for gram, it even surpasses oranges, spinach, and kale. And vitamin C is the foundation of collagen production. Without enough vitamin C, your body can't activate the enzymes that knit collagen fibers together. It's like trying to build a brick wall without mortar. The structure simply won't hold. That's why a deficiency shows up as fragile skin, unstable joints, and slow wound healing. But parsley doesn't stop there. It also contains chlorophyll, the pigment that gives it that deep green color. Chlorophyll supports the production of red blood cells, which improves oxygen delivery throughout your body. More oxygen means tissues repair faster, swelling subsides more quickly, and your legs feel lighter after walking. In this way, chlorophyll doesn't just protect collagen, it accelerates recovery and resilience. I once worked with a patient in her late 60s who struggled with puffy ankles and swelling around her eyes every morning. She had tried cutting back on salt and even used mild diuretics, but the problem persisted. We made a simple change. She added a generous handful of fresh parsley to her daily salad. Within a month, the swelling around her ankles was noticeably reduced, and her morning puffiness improved. She told me, "Doctor, I never imagined something so small could make such a difference." To unlock parsley's benefits, treat it like a vegetable, not a garnish. Chop a handful into salads, blend it into smoothies, or turn it into a green sauce with lemon juice, garlic, and olive oil. Keep it raw whenever possible, since heat destroys its vitamin C. Parsley may be small, but sometimes the smallest things create the biggest changes. And that is the message I want to leave with you. Now that we've gone through the 8 vegetables, let me share one more important truth. Collagen health doesn't depend only on what you eat. It also depends on how you live. Think of the vegetables we've discussed as powerful building blocks. But to actually turn those blocks into a strong, lasting structure, you need the right conditions. First, hydration. Collagen is like a sponge. It holds water in your skin, joints, and connective tissue. Without enough fluid, collagen becomes brittle, just like a dried-out sponge that cracks when you bend it. I always tell my patients, don't wait until you feel thirsty. Sip water throughout the day, and if plain water feels boring, add lemon slices or cucumber. Second, movement. Collagen responds to stress in a very positive way. Gentle exercise, walking, resistance bands, even chair squats, stimulates your body to repair and strengthen connective tissue. I've had patients in their 70s who feared exercise would damage their joints, but after a few weeks of light resistance training combined with these collagen-rich foods, they felt steadier, stronger, and less sore than before. The body is like a machine. It rusts when idle, but it regenerates when used. Third, watch out for the enemies of collagen. Smoking, excess alcohol, and too much refined sugar all speed up collagen breakdown. Sugar, in particular, creates a process called glycation, which stiffens collagen fibers and makes skin wrinkle faster. I know avoiding sweets can feel difficult, but even small changes, like replacing soda with sparkling water or choosing fruit over pastries, make a noticeable difference over time. Fourth, don't forget protein. Collagen itself is a protein made of amino acids. Vegetables provide the spark and tools, but you still need adequate protein from fish, lean meats, beans, or lentils to supply the raw materials. Think of it like baking bread. You can have yeast and an oven, but without flour, nothing rises. Finally, stress management. This often surprises people, but chronic stress raises cortisol, a hormone that breaks down collagen. Patients who practice simple breathing exercises, meditation, or even spend time in nature often show better skin quality and joint flexibility. The mind and body are deeply connected. Calming one helps heal the other. So here's my advice. Combine these 8 vegetables with water, gentle exercise, reduced sugar, adequate protein, and moments of relaxation. Do this consistently, and you give your body the exact conditions it needs to not only slow aging, but actively rebuild strength from the inside out. Remember, health in later life isn't about avoiding every problem. It's about stacking the deck in your favor. And with these strategies, you absolutely can. So there you have it. 8 simple vegetables that form the foundation of natural collagen repair. Together, they can help reduce swelling, restore strength in your legs, and even improve the quality of your skin. Over the years, I've watched patients achieve remarkable improvements not through expensive medications or invasive procedures, but through nutrition. That's the lesson here. Your body still has an incredible ability to heal itself. It just needs the right raw materials. And those materials often come from the very foods we've been overlooking. My challenge to you is simple. This week, pick 1 or 2 of these vegetables and make them part of your routine. Watch how your body responds. And then come back here and share your experience in the comments. Your story might be the inspiration someone else needs to take their first step toward healing. Remember, change doesn't start with a prescription. It starts with what's on your plate.